Wolfie, come on, man. That's enough. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for game number 2, RNG versus Top Esports. What on earth? Happened here? Same ban. I need the order. I need the pick order. I just need the pick order. Without pick order, it's hard to. It's hard to digest this. Leaguepedia.com, and then let's go into China pick and ban. Week 2. RNG versus Top Esports. Okay, there we have it. Okay. Whoa. Too much. Okay. Same ban. Rumble Pantheon MF. Set Ornaphelios Stonks. Ornaphelios Stonks. Rek'Sai. Question mark. Why no Gragas? Why no Gragas? Brom for Orn. Sejuani third. At least there's no Trundle, right? So it's not too bad. Like in this game, first 3, I would favor this side. But then Yuumi Aphelios is a thing. Like Yuumi has some good synergy here with Sejuani and Orn. So like Yuumi is definitely not terrible here. Like Yuumi is into Brom, and Yuumi has targets to be on. He has Tonks, and then they are last picking Diana. So for me here, it's not a really draft problem for Top Esports. Because if I look at this, I would favor Top Esports. Like barring we got spoiled here, right, by the draft thing. I would say Top Esports is okay here. The only issue, like Diana Zoe matchup, I don't know what to think about this. I wonder if you're supposed to just go on mid here. Maybe it's just better. Go on mid. Like here, honestly, man, why don't they pick Karthus? If they pick Karthus, it's so good. So Karthus. Diana does not fit this team comp at all. Well, that's not the issue. Like, it's not the fact that it doesn't fit. It's like Diana Yuumi is very strong. Diana and Sejuani is also the synergy there. Diana would engage. Like Diana has synergy here with the composition, but the problem is once again they are triple AP, even 4 AP. Like same as last game, they have 4 AP. Honestly, I'm thinking if they should just fucking pick Renekton here. Or mid. Or mid here, or go on mid and just pick something top that is fine in set. I think is better. I don't know how Zoe Diana matchup works. I don't know. But I imagine it's the same as every other Zoe matchup. If Zoe has good RNG and she has a better jungler, which in this case she does, then she should win. But this game is more evident. Top Esports, if they reach a certain point, if they reach a certain point in this game, then it's Giga over. Like Yuumi, Aphelios, Sejuani, Ornn will hard carry this game if they are not like over at 20-minute mark. Yeah, very, very good scaling this game. The only reason I'm worried about Diana is because enemy has Rek'Sai. So I would say set Prio, Zoe, Rek'Sai, Prio, and then they should hover into bottom side to help Kaiser Braum. So early game is for sure favored for RNG. RNG stonks. Top esports scaling is very good. Diana does have synergy with Yuumi and Seju, but she's still out of sync with what the team wants to do. What do you mean? What does that mean? They're out of sync with what they want to do. The issue with Diana is just her matchup. Like Zoe Rek'Sai, that makes it very difficult. And enemy, once again, they are 4 AP. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. They are 4 AP. So once again, there's going to be four mercs. No one ever drafts like this Brutal Murder. I can tell you, I can assure you that. The issue with Diana here is 4 AP and early game. Yeah, you put Yuumi on Diana if she has good matchup and you have Ornn or whatever, it's good. I think picking Ornn mid would be the solution, I think. Ornn mid. Go Ornn mid and pick into set. This is the best way. Because here, like, you can secure better bot lane matchup for sure when enemy blind pick Braum. Then you have even top lane matchup, Ornn into mid, and then I think here should be Karthus. Like, what is this Sejuani lock-in? I just don't like. Like, well, I don't like Sejuani. Like, why is he in love with Sejuani so much, Casa? Nevertheless, let's jump into the game. We spoke about how we think it's going to pan out. I think RNG need to win early. They should win early with their comp. They should hover into bottom to save the Braum Kaiser matchup. If Braum Kaiser can push and they can play aggro and Aphelios burns summoners, then like his lane is also over. Like Kaiser Braum can still win this lane. It's not like Aphelios and Yuumi is that strong. They are not that durable, and usually with Yuumi you want something that is mobile. Oh, this is crazy. What the fuck is happening? Jao. Oh, okay, he flashed. I need to slow this down. Like, Jesus, we just jump into the game and we are right in it. Bottom leash, Ornn leash. Set freeze, Ornn lose 1 creep, it looks like. Does he lose 1 creep? Maybe he lose 1 creep. You leash pretty long here. Always if you don't leash freeze, you wave. In the case of enemy leashing, you lose 1 CS. Domination on Seju? Where? Where did they show domination on Seju? Where do you see domination on Seju? Just gonna continue. So here, if Rek'Sai and Zoe can actually punish both, it's also Rek'Sai on blue side. If they get a kill on Aphelios, this is it's still very rough for him. Like Aphelios, Yuumi, as I mentioned before, Yuumi needs something like an Ezreal or something to survive and to latch on to, and it's cool. Sejuani doing a very greedy jungle path. Like usually you see Sejuani players do, for example, red into blue, Gromp, and then you secure your jungle. But in this case, like there's 3 options on Sejuani, right? You can either go Inspiration, Boots, which is probably the worst. And then you have the option of going Ultimate Hunter or Relentless Hunter together with Zombie Ward. But I think what I see the most is Alacrity and Triumph. Or in some cases Tenacity, but Alacrity helps you clear speed by a lot. Okay, so I think Kasa jungle path decision is off. Zoe of course has Prio, and then they overcommit here. The smite and then the heal from Yumi is too big. Jago picked up smite. Okay, that's lag. They got the blue, traded flash for flash. Diana lost a lot of CS here too because she went to help, and Diana went to help, and it was the wave was bouncing, so she lost a lot of creeps. Oh, look at Zoe's dream right there, two balloons. Oh, good bubble, but I don't think they kill. Oh, auction, never mind. Oh, my estimation was very off. Very off. They killed her good. Oh, this is huge, honestly. Very big. I thought Rek'Sai without Halo Blades is not gonna kill, but it didn't matter. And Knight also flashed. Like, Knight is having a rough series. Like, Knight is looking rough. I still don't get the Sejuani pick though, and the Sejuani path here was very bad. Like, you can't do red Golem Raptor and then expect not to get invaded on blue side. He's so far behind on tempo now. At least Rek'Sai showing on mid is helping if Toby's supposed to play aggressive. Rek'Sai is never gonna start his combo with E because he will not get the true damage. They cancelled the bubble with Q of Zoe to get the most true damage. It has a cap, the true damage from bubble. Knight has no TP and the wave bounced before, it's rough. I don't know if Diana had time to push in the cannon wave on time before Zoe was in the wave. But now it still pushes towards Knight, so I think he actually had the time to do it. Jaho probably missed one melee only if Knight hard pushed. Now we have a bounce, let's see if he gets something juicy. Ideally, if you can set up a dive with the wave that Jaho is building, with Braum can commit, Rek'Sai can commit, it's game ending. Because this wave is going to be super huge. But Jaho didn't get a good summoner. Ming on pink. Sejuani Yumi is matching, so there's no dive. They're just preventing it. No dive. Fellas has a way better base than Kai'Sa. It's pretty huge. Kai'Sa wants to go for Mana Mune Faust. Maybe she goes AP this game. Could be cause for it. Keep in mind this is 10.4, no buffs on 10.5 yet live here in this game. So this is 10.4. Yeah, Kai'Sa does fine into tanks, but the issue here is that Yumi, Sejuani, Ornn, like, do you get too much value from healing? This is definitely not effortless to kill. Ferris is respecting a lot. Sejuani is only level 4. Sejuani no flash. And Smite is very weak. Oh, okay. Okay. This is good ult from Diana. Holy. Bet he got the last auto off. It was very important. Do they catch up? Yumi has Q. Ooh. Ooh. Oof. Oof. So let's take a look back at that. Exhaust of Yumi is so good here. Very good exhaust. Could have been a bit earlier. Could have been better. Because they didn't deny the Q. Then Diana gets decent value here. Double E into XLB dying. He has no flash. Seju also no flash. And then here it's so fucking lucky that Betty gets his last auto off. Or actually his W to proc passive. Diana played as well. No TPs on top, they were not a part of this. Drake was doing so much damage there. And then Rek'Sai had no spell. Like, Rek'Sai was not a player here. Like, top esports win this fight. Like, Rek'Sai used E. Okay. Rek'Sai used E and spells on the Drake, and like he was just a dog here. He was not a fighter. And then traded 1-for-1, and then Braum also took damage. Because he took AoE damage because he was standing so close to Rek'Sai and he was blocking spells. Aphelios did a little movement mistake there. It's a big hurdle to overcome though, because Diana and Sejuani are gonna get stronger with time. RNG still are stronger, but with time, top esports get better and better. Like, being even right now at 10-minute mark is very good. Like, most of the time, RNG should be able to secure topside Rift Herald. On No Summoner, Aphelios, we spoke about this. So just very late for this, and it's very bad. Like, top esports need to play in a way where they are playing very, very defensive. Maybe Loken is in Korea and his ping would be too bad or something like this. The key thing is to respect dive, back away from dive, wait in for Sejuani, and if they want to dive with even numbers, they will lose. But they stayed on the turret and gave double kill, so they give RNG the means to snowball. Because that fight was very good for top esports. They give a Drake and they get quadra kill, and it's positive. But everything stays the same. Sejuani gambling here a bit with doing Herald. I think it's very optimistic. Top esports fighting on their top side. Braum Kaiser are almost in position. Honestly, tempo-wise, top esports are fine here. If they can deny this, huge, but they don't want to fight. I wouldn't want to fight here. But top esports might have different ideas. Oh, I think Lang fucked up here. He needed to R the Ornn right away. Because you can't get CC'd. You can't get CC'd. Okay, he needs to R the Ornn. R the Ornn and then, like, go into enemy team. But he gets CC'd and then CC chain into death. He's also sitting a lot of gold, honestly. Yeah, I thought the whole play of starting the rift was so dangerous. But it's interesting how LPL, like a lot of the LPL teams, the judgment of time and the judgment of windows seems to be so freaking accurate. Like, not accurate, but so always on the knife's edge. And I think it comes down to like really the way they practice in terms of playing around limits constantly. Because here, like, if you look at the situation, then there is a lost chapter advantage in Zoe, and Kaiser Braum are looking very strong right now. They get the Rift Herald. They had a tempo because Aphelios and Yumi were first, and then they walk away from the situation, getting Herald and trading 2 for 3 is very good. And then now RNG need to match. They can't use their positional advantage to go into mid, because if they all go into mid here, they're going to trade with the Herald and they're going to lose. And they won't have enough time to drop 5 platings on the turret and mid because it's only 10 minutes. So top esports look very good here in this game. I don't think he went tenacity considering he bought Mercury. But Mercury is a good buy here. You get too much value from it. You can't skip Merc. Stinger buy on Diana, so no Road of Ages shenanigans. Oh, McWelshie, thank you so much. This is 2nd month. I remember you. Thank you. Okay, this is strange. Knight is face checking the river here for no reason. I think maybe like they're going for the crab and they feel safe, but this pink makes it worse. Knight picking up flash after healing. Orn TP'd first. Sets is TPing, has no TP actually. I think with Knight you just have to take the long route, like here. Just walk through here. It would be better, because this is not a position to fight. Like this only starts, it just starts so bad because Knight gets caught. He gets caught here. He burns his flash right away. Oh, whoa. That's way too fucking loud. How do I change that? Okay, thank you so much for the bit. And the ear destruction. Jahu played it so good. Look at the flash bubble here, man. Very nice. If this flash bubble doesn't land, Diana lives. This is 1 for 0 and Orn TP'd. Blessing, man. Blessing. Blessed times. Set as TP for Cloud Drake, so this should be free for RNG. Set should be able to fight for Prior top. Honestly, Orn has better items. Maybe he can contest Prior and walk down, but I doubt it. He's really a big fan of that Iceborne Gauntlet. Just trying to make his team more AD heavy. Yeah, this Rek'Sai is a wild, man. This Rek'Sai is a wild. Really like RNG are forcing very hard on 2v2 mid. So I see 2 little teams in LCK and LEC force on 2v2 mid. And I don't need to start on LCS. Usually what you do, you saw him jogging after him. Usually what you want to do with Seth is you want to R the Ornn as he's R'ing, so he can't knock it. But 369 with the movement, not that it's impressive. I don't know if Cleaver here is good against full armor team. Like, there's still Sejuani and Ornn, and they are pretty AD heavy on their side. I think it's not so bad. Lang X is so bad. No, he had a fantastic game 1. This, he has done some blunders, yes. Because here he's just walking up, like, he doesn't need to walk up at all. His 2v2 mid is not online. He's walking up and contesting the wave when Bami Cinder is slow pushing the wave for him. Some good content recently, Amaro. Keep crushing it. Thank you very much, Cloud9 Jack. That's an honor coming from you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work with Cloud9. It's always been super impressive to watch you guys season in and season out. Even though I'm a bit salty with losing against you guys in 2018, but all is good. Water under the bridge. Holy moly. Thank you so much, C9 Jack. Make some noise. That actually made my day, man. Cloud9 Jack came by. Papa Smithy came by. So I reiterate, top esports being even at this point in the game, very happy. Very happy. Like, the more and more this game continues, the stronger Yuumi and Ornn is going to become. Holy shit! That is wild, man. Holy moly, Jack. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. That is crazy. That is a record breaker at that right there. I don't know how to react. Thank you very much, Jack. There's that C9 sponsorship. I need to put the C9 logo somewhere on the stream now. I'll get to listen to C Shanti way too many times. I said, Jack already made my day, and then he makes it even better. He's gonna ask you to remove the C9 versus TSM vote now. Cheers, man. Cheers. I completely forgot what this game is about, man. Well, I welcome everyone to the squad. Make some noise for Mr. Jack. Holy. Okay. Trying to bounce back now. Let's bounce back to this game. So I was saying, I just have to say one more time, thank you so much, Jack. I'm gonna eat good tonight. I'm gonna eat very, very good tonight. Toby Sports, scaling very, very good. Mid situation, you know, mid situation is quite fine, honestly. It all comes down to if Jahu and Ming can go all in. I think RNG definitely can find ways of going. Kanashami no Hebi. Kanashimi, it's gold.gg, Game of Legends. I got stuck on trying to say your name. Because Diana is also a scaler, right? You all know already in solo queue, Diana is 0-6 and then she just starts killing everybody. Everything speaks for Topi's was scaling here. Like sure, Kaisa can do some wild things. She's in a decent state in the game, but I don't think it's big enough to compensate for the strength that Topi's was has. The team fights last game were also kind of it's easier to play the team fights for Topi's was this game than it was last time for sure, because Trundle was such a big boon, it was such a problem. Trundle, it was a very big problem. Okay, nightmares and darkness. It's gonna become more and more awkward for Zoe to match the Diana, but at least Rek'Sai 2v2 because of the damage mix is going to be better. Rek'Sai Zoe should have Prio on side. Kaiser Brom, if they find the Q on Aphelios and mid, they can also get the Prio. Top esports kind of need to sacrifice waves here and there to find positions where they're grouped in because that's where they're going to be stronger. But then again, like Ornn ult into Brom ult, there is ways for RNG to outplay. I don't like the play here where they're giving up so much to get the Rift. Zed also has TP, so even if they want to contest, which we might see because it's RNG, I think they should just be happy with pushing mid and pushing bottom tower, rotating into bot and taking 2 turrets off of this. I'm very, very happy to trade this, I think. I think here RNG should just cut off the path from top esports. Like maybe, in most cases, you don't want enemy to rotate like this, right? So if Zoe was positioned maybe here, or Zoe was here, it would have been better because you can deny enemy of going this path and they have to go around even further. I think Ornn went Sunfire second because enemy set went for Mercury. So he just wanted to get more physical damage to trade better. That's what I imagine. Because Iceborne Gauntlet gives you more AD damage. Set can't match teamfight potential of Ornn. Jesus. What was that? I think not necessarily always true. I think the key thing about Ornn is that he upgrades items, and that's something he can't match. He just pumps free gold into your team, and we're starting to reach that point where it's going to start to happen. This is pre-nerf of Ornn, so this is 10.4. On 10.5, he can upgrade items on a later date. So that's cool and all. Literal timing for Drake. Top esports are very happy to be in any situation that puts them in a grouped state. RNG are very late for this dragon. Very, very behind on tempo. I'm gonna take a step back and look how this happened. So Zoe caught top. And then we had a tab out for you, Torrent. Great. Jesus. So Zoe is just late. She caught a wave and then bases, and then Kaiser does the same, because Kaiser has Ginsu in base. But knowing RNG, they will contest this as well. Let's see if how they piece it together. Because top esports position is much better. Much, much better. But Lang has the flank. Lang has the flank, and top esports haven't learned that they need to cover their back. And that's the flash. They just didn't see him or what? They didn't see him. But there's no follow-up as well. Like, they can hit Aphelios while he's in the toss, right? So even if he flashes out, they can hit him while he's in the toss. But Zoe already used spell. Like here, where is Zoe's spell? Zoe's spell is a bit late. Then afterwards, Diana lands Q on Ming, so he has a free jump. And then E into all people, R, and Brom blocks Ornwold. Here, like even here, like imagine Orn just waits, because look at like here, Brom already E'd. Orn can wait. Diana E into here, into ult. So if Orn waits here, it's really huge. How did Rek'Sai do this? This was not a stand behind Brom, this was get away from me. I'm protecting myself here. So Ming is trolling a bit here, he panicked. Because honestly, maybe Diana can even one-shot him if she wanted. But actually, no, she can't. Brom has so much MR, he can't. I didn't see, my bad. Boom, he flashes, and then we go again. Brom blocks the ult, but I think Set was in front of the Brom. And then how did Rek'Sai do this? Rek'Sai just shows up on him. Look at the Rek'Sai ult, boom. And then Photic just dies. Photic just dies. And then look at this Rek'Sai, man. Look at this Rek'Sai. Punching away with Conqueror. Conqueror Rek'Sai. Conqueror Rek'Sai. Oh my goodness. Rek'Sai 1v9. Rek'Sai 1v9 so hard. XLB, man. Look at him go, man. And then, oof. Let's pay attention to Betty. Let's look at Betty this fight. Boom. Boom. Betty flash. So Diana forces Betty flash. Knight dies. And then here, 369. I don't know why people analyze LoL instead of enjoy it and play. League isn't chess. Are you implying people don't play? Like, you know that League can be much more complicated than chesses? Chess has, I mean, League has way more variables. Like, League has way more variables. Yeah, I'm really hungry. People also play chess to enjoy it. But League isn't as precise as chess. That's true. That's true. But there is a clear difference between the top percentage in League of Legends in comparison to the top percentage. Like, for example, the top percentage in chess, the GMs are so much better than everyone else. The same thing for League. The players around the best teams, they are so much better than everyone else. It's like if I compare Knight to the average player, then Knight is Magnus Carlsen. But I do agree that chess requires more precision than League. Because if you blunder one thing, you lost the game. But that's also because it's way easier to be precise in chess than in League, because there is so much more opportunities for mistakes because of the amount of variables that there are. But I'm not saying one is harder than the other. But it's hard to benefit from League analysis. No, it's not. It's not. You can always look at the perfect play, and you can look to learn. You can look to see, to solve tendencies, look to see interactions, look to see what variables are good against others, what conclusions you can reach. There's a lot of conclusions. For example, in this fight, right? In this fight, Set ulting and making full-tick flash is very important because Rek'Sai actually gets his Q off. Rek'Sai gets a Q off and he ults. The mistakes from top esports here were the fact that they didn't cover their flank, because Aphelios, if he doesn't get ulted here by Set, all of a sudden Rek'Sai doesn't latch onto him, and then they have damage in this fight. And then if we look back, the fight only starts because Set finds the flank, because it just doesn't look like anyone sees him coming. Guys, there's no reason to become hostile with Support Life. He just raised an opinion, and we're talking about that opinion. I am of the opinion that analysis benefits not only gains, but everything about life. If you look back at what you did wrong and what you can do better, you can do better. You know, like let's say I went on a date with my wonderful girlfriend. And then I could look back and say, oh, what are the things that I said that made her happy? What are the jokes that she liked and so forth? I can think about that and bring that with me. And that's as abstract and far away from game analysis as I can go, right? Analysis is good in every aspect. Thank you so much, Conan Edogawa. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the squad. Make some noise. Should have drafted scaling for the date. You can analyze anything. You can analyze anything. For example, now I recognize where we went and how people started to become hostile in chat towards Support Life, and I didn't want to go down that path because I know as a viewer he just had an opinion. Nevertheless, Rek'Sai smurfed here, and then Ornn E is very troll. I agree. Like if Ornn E here and then punches Kai'Sa, stuns her, maybe they have some options to actually do something to her. But instead that doesn't happen. Kai'Sa gets to punch, apply Braum passive, and then Ming survived during all of this. Like Ming is just chilling, man. Ming is just chilling. He's just walking around here, he's like, I'm gonna eat some fruit. And he walks in again, punches, and then he flashes. You can also become hyper analytical and borderline insecure. But then that's the point where you have to analyze your analysis. You see? If your way of analyzing just makes it worse, then you're not analyzing properly. You get me? There is a balance. I'm not suggesting to analyze every portion of your life, but I'm just saying there is merit to it. We must go deeper. So Aphelios is the main damage. And then Knight survives, but he gets exhausted. And then he gets exhausted again. So the beauty of being Zoe, being Zoe against a Yuumi is that she has more summons than usual. So here Knight was exhausted the entire fight. And then, yeah, Ornn misplayed the fight. Betty got a lot of hits off. And this was huge. A big gold swing for RNG, man. Big gold swing. Like top esports gets a very nice dragon for their efforts. But very nice dragon, take it with a grain of salt, because most dragons individually are pretty useless. But here, 6% armor MR is cool. Did I say Betsy? I meant Betty. Now Kai'Sa is very strong. Super strong, in fact. She's gonna get Hurricane, she's gonna shoot everyone. She has a no magic mantle, very good into top esports. If she gets QSS, she's going to have a very easy time surviving. And you have they have a Fed Kaiser and they have a Rek'Sai that is a monster wild. I just now, like, in the context of top esports and their scaling, like, sure, they scale, but 21 minutes in and they are this far behind, and Kaiser is the one with all of the gold. It's easy for them to force Nash. Diana here getting caught is very bad. She used stopwatch the last time. Yumi's out of position too. Yumi can't jump into someone for 5 seconds, but it doesn't matter. They walk away, get top tower, set as TP, Ornn as TP. I would prefer VOD-related Knights 300. I'll give you an opportunity to ask later. Knight had a horrible series. It's very, very bad play from Knight, I believe. I think just, like, why are they picking Sejuani every game? Why are they picking Sejuani every game? I think this is the issue. If they pick something better, and, like, let's say Casa was playing Lee Sin these games, like Sejuani first game was problematic. They don't pick Gragas, and then they are so AP heavy. It kind of sucks to play Diana here. It sucks very much to play Diana. I wonder, Duskblade of Drek'Tar, when you ult with Rek'Sai, do you get it back? Does it work? So, like, let's say you E from Fog, you punch Duskblade Drek'Tar, and then you ult and punch again. Do you get Duskblade twice? I wonder if it works like this. Because you're not visible, right? But I don't know if it counts. It's going to be very hard for top esports to actually kill Betty, because the exhaust just denies Knight. I think exhaust is so OP, guys. It's so OP. And then in terms of killing frontline, with this double Black Cleaver and Kaiser, 4,000 gold, all that gold is in Kaiser's pocket, is very difficult. Sejuani is just dead here. There's no way you fight here when she's so dead. Oh, Diana. That's very well played from Lang. He just cancelled her E and popped her in the head. Wait, was it Diana? What was it? Was it Yumi? Who did he toss like a pizza dough here? No, it was Diana. It was Diana. Then Photic, no flash. I actually had flash. It's just that you can't look to go for a steal like this if you're looking to fight, because the fight is already over. Ming didn't even block the Ornhold. Honestly, very disappointing series from Karsa and Knight. Very disappointing. We have very high hopes for them, right? Because they are the big names on this team, but I think also top esports need to solve their draft. Like, I didn't think their draft was too bad this game, but still, just Sejuani is out of place. Sejuani is so out of place. They fix just go Gragas and then pick AD mid. Pick AD mid. Go Lucian. Need to play Lucian. Lucian Tristana. This is one of the wildest Rek'Sais I've ever seen, man. This Rek'Sai is giga wild. In this game, Conqueror Rek'Sai actually had a lot of value from Conqueror, so it's hard to question it here. But early ganks, I think Halo Blades is better. Game is just lost, honestly. Mountain Soul. Zonya's upgraded item for Knight is really depressing. Diana with this build is not that strong. I'm just basing for pinks, I guess. Holy Jaho movement, man. Look how he fucking the Sejuani ult here. But he had high move speed from W. Oh. Oh! Not again. That's rough, man. What? Oh, so they ended the game, I guess. Well, let's summarize. I think, honestly, Knight and what's his name? Knight and Casa, very disappointing. Sejuani, I think, doesn't belong here. Like if we go back to the draft, Sejuani, I think you can pick better champ than Sejuani. And then like Yumi, I think you can pick something better for lane. Like this fucking, you can go Lulu here, man. Imagine you go Lulu, Garagas. Lucian, Draft Kingdom, or Tristana. Holy Draft Kingdom, oi oi oi. So good, so good. So good, so good. Because the Braum here I don't like. Like sure, it's good into Ornn, but Aphelios plus. This is why Gragas. Why Sejuani? Why is Sejuani being picked? Why Lulu? I just pick Lulu into Braum. Pick Lulu into Braum. You have Lulu into Set. You can kite, polymorph. Very nice. I hate playing Rek'Sai into Lulu, man. How do you play Rek'Sai into Lulu? Pain in the ass. Oh, Trash. Go Trash. Trash works too, man. Just pick Trash. You know, if Aphelios buys QSS and Trash lanterns him while Set is ulting, he can press the lantern and fly. Imagine that. I think so, at least. I'm guessing. Might be wrong. So I think, I don't know, top esports draft play was worse, and RNG looks fucking crazy, man. The way they're playing is mental. They are really, really, really crazy. Okay. Thank you so much again, C9 Jack, for making my day. I hope the people on YouTube won't get too disturbed by the distractions and the sea shanties, because they usually complain in the comments below. Okay,